My name is Gabriella Rodriguez. I'm in 12th grade and I go to Jose Marti Mass Academy. I took the SAT for the first time in March in 2025 and I got like a really low score, like very bad. And I was like, oh, like, how can I get my score up? Like it's like my junior year it was about to end. And I was like, oh, like I didn't know how important like the SAT score was. Like I didn't know anything about SAT. Like I didn't know that was a thing, how important it was. And my friends, they had talked to me about a program called Piece of Pie. And my one of my like brother's girlfriends, like she works there, and she was like telling me how great the program is. And my friends were telling me how great it was too, and that like it literally bumped their score over like 100 points. And I was like, oh, I need that. Like I desperately need that. No, like I never studied for the SAT. I never had any other tutoring because I literally did not know what it was. I did not know what the SAT was. My main goal was to like have a good score for colleges and for scholarships like Bright Futures. So that was like my main motivation. Honestly, the whole thing. Like, I want to be so honest. Like, it was a test that I was very unfamiliar with, the way they worded things. And I just didn't have a really good foundation in math as well. So for me, like, it was just like really bad. My biggest concern was, I think it was like time management and just seeing my score like actually increase. Because honestly, like, I felt a lot of, like I felt very unsure of like my foundation in math. And I was wondering like, oh, how will the tutoring company get me from like, for example, like 0 to like 100? Like how will I improve that much in 3 months? Like I never knew that was possible. So that was like my biggest concern and like especially since I was taking it in the summer. Um my main concern as well was like my time management because I'm like, oh, it's summer, it's vacation time with my family. But I just ultimately decided that this was like for my future, so I locked in. Honestly, I've never done anything like this program, so it was a bit like overwhelming at first, but then I got used to it, if that makes sense. Like the only thing is that like I literally couldn't go out the whole summer. Like I just stayed at home studying, which was like it was like whatever for me because I was like, this is like for a benefit. Like this is like for my future. So I would rather like sacrifice a couple months than like not get a scholarship or like not go to a good university. Honestly, like I mentioned before, like I never had any experience with that, but it was very good. Like all the tutors I had, they were like very attentive like towards you. Like it felt very personalized, Like even though I was with other people, like it felt like that I was being seen and that like they could see like the work that I'm doing or they could tell if I'm stuck or if I'm doing good. And they were just great. There was also great communication. At first, like before I got into my first class, in the first class, I was like, oh my God, like 4 hours, like this is a lot. But to be honest, as I started doing more classes, like it wasn't that bad. Like I felt like it was like the perfect amount of timing. And I did it in the morning, and I felt like that was more beneficial for me because if I did it in the morning, I had time to like take a break afterwards and then complete work that they had assigned. So for me, like, I don't know, I feel like the 4 hours was like just right. Like it felt like enough. They need to like know what they're getting themselves into a bit, like it's like a commitment in my opinion. Like it's a really big commitment. You have to put in effort in order to see the results. You have to study, like you have to do the assignments, but also study on top of that. So I would just say like have really good dedication, commitment, and time management. Yeah, kind of like a mix of everything. Like I felt everything was just like perfect. Like the homework I would get, it would be a reflection of how I did the week before, for example. And I felt like any weak areas that like I had the week before, they would kind of try to like implement it more in the next week. And the mock tests, like they were like the best because I felt like very familiar with the style of the test, which like how I mentioned before prior, like I did not know what an SAT was. I didn't know about any of that stuff. So when I was like taking all these mock tests, I felt like very familiar with the test. I felt very confident and the assignments were just great. Like I felt everything was personalized to me. Like that's the best part of it. I was from a 430 to a 680, so 250 points. I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe like I improved that much with like over a course of like around 3 months. And I just felt very proud of myself because I was like, oh, like all this time and dedication to this program like paid off. And I was able to get like the 75% Bright Futures. And now I'm just studying for the reading so I can super score. But because of like the score I got in math, I feel like so much more confident like with studying and just like knowing that I'm gonna be able to reach like the scholarship that I want. Definitely 100%. Like 100%, yes. I would say that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like it may seem like a lot right now, but honestly, like it's for your own benefit. Just stay focused, study, not only just do the assignments just to do them, like study as well. And just give it your all. Like that's what I would say.